Hello and welcome to Regen Reviews. Here we review projects and protocols that are working to regenerate the Earth and build a better future. Today we will be reviewing Gitcoin, and specifically the Gitcoin Grants protocol. Without any further ado, let's get right into it. What is Gitcoin? Gitcoin is a group of humans who are coordinating to achieve their desired mission. The mission in this case is to build and fund digital public goods. Public goods are things that are valuable to society and many people, but aren't necessarily profitable to work on, like having clean air or clean water. Digital public goods are things that are more internet-focused, technology-focused, but this is also including a lot of real work, regenerative farming, and reforestation type projects. Just a quick 3 categories of some digital public goods that they are funding are open source software, Ethereum infrastructure, and climate solutions. So why did I say that's so weird that they're a group of humans coordinating? What kind of group are they and how are they coordinating? They started off as a company, like a regular company, and they are transitioning to what they are calling a impact DAO / protocol DAO. These are basically new ways for people to work together. I like to think of it as the next evolution of the LLC or a typical corporation, but I'll get into more details on what that means towards the end of the video. Next, let's take a look at what they do. How do they achieve this mission of funding digital public goods? To fund digital public goods, Gitcoin has been hosting Gitcoin Grants Rounds. This is basically they collect a bunch of money and then they use something called quadratic funding to distribute matching funds to people who donate to causes. So if you've ever seen something in your email or mail where it says like, donate to our charity and you'll get like $1 to $1 match. So there's some like similar schemes going on in the existing nonprofit world. This is a new mechanism of that same kind of idea, but a little improved, and it's called quadratic voting. So what is quadratic voting? Basically, it's like some high-level math to determine how funds in a matching pool gets distributed to a bunch of different projects. As far as I know, this was kind of invented or maybe just made public by a blog post made by Vitalik Blot. And I don't know if it's a totally novel thing or if it's been tried elsewhere. Maybe leave a comment if you do know. Maybe it's something new only enabled by cryptography. You could check out the blog post if you're into that very specific stuff. But basic example, 2 projects and a $1,000 matching pool. Project A has 10 people who donate $10 each. Project B has 1 person who donates $100. Project A receives a matching donation from the pool of $777. Project B receives a matching donation from the pool of $223. So you can see quadratic funding favors projects that have more people supporting them. So that's the basic way a Gitcoin grant works. They amass a pool of value and money that wants to be redistributed to digital public goods, and then they have users donate their own money, and that money from the matching pool gets distributed to projects based on this complex math called quadratic funding. They've already hosted 15 Gitcoin Grants rounds already. They've been doing them one every quarter for the past couple years now. And the next Gitcoin Grants round is happening from January 16th, 2023. So it's probably going on right now while you're watching this video. and it ends January 31st, 2023. So I'll explain more about the current round at the end of the video. And I know you're thinking, what about bots? What about if I'm a person that created 10 fake accounts, I could totally game the system and get more money on my project by pretending to be a lot of people. So this is like the main challenge that they have to face at Gitcoin. And they're working on this challenge with something called the Gitcoin Passport. It's in its early stages, like they're just working on this stuff now, trying to make the tools really robust to protect this funding mechanism against people who would create multiple accounts. So you can see, I'll put an image on the screen of what the Gitcoin Passport page looks like, and you can link your various accounts. You can see there's a stamp for whether you hold GTC, which is a token on Ethereum, or whether you can connect your Twitter account. You can see I've verified my Twitter account there. You can connect Google, Discord, and there's a bunch of ways to do this. This is their protection against people creating fake accounts. They are setting the bar so that you need to prove you've done a lot of human things that would make it really expensive to be fake, so that you prove you're human, and that would protect against the bots. Just one note about this though, I don't know all the technical details, but I've heard from one person who's a developer that's been kind of close to this, and he mentioned long-term he has some concerns over user info being stored on something called ceramic, and that the user data might be getting shared more than it has to. So if you're a technical person, maybe you can respond to that in the comments, or maybe that's just something they're working on. What does it mean that Gitcoin is transitioning from a company to a impact DAO, protocol DAO hybrid? Company, you're probably familiar with. This is just a traditional way humans organize in society to get things done. They create companies, limited liability corporations, or 401c3 nonprofits in order to work together and do things in the world. And that's how Gitcoin started. They were achieving their mission of funding digital public goods as a company, and now they are transitioning to Impact DAO / Protocol DAO. If you don't know what that is and you've never heard the term DAO before, it stands for Decentralized Autonomous Organization. Now that's kind of a lot. I don't know if that name's gonna stick in the future. It's kind of a mouthful. But the basic idea is it's like a company or a nonprofit. It's a way that humans get together to coordinate. But it's, from what I've seen, I've never been in one or worked with them too much, but I've been in the Discords. And what I've seen, it's a little less hierarchical and less concentrated with the power and authority. And it's a lot of people working together on platforms like Discord and Telegram. And it's very spread out all over the world. You'll have people from different countries on all sides of the planet working on the same thing. And there's international corporations and companies and stuff, so that's not completely unique to DAOs, but I'm just not an expert on this stuff. That's my understanding of how it's different from a company. It's a little more decentralized, spread out across the globe, and it's mainly happening over the internet rather than in some sort of corporate office. In conclusion, Gitcoin is a group of people working together to fund digital public goods. They started off as a company. They are transitioning to a Impact DAO, Protocol DAO hybrid. And they are currently running a grants round right now, January 16th to 31st, 2023 is what they are calling Gitcoin Grants Alpha Round. This is the 16th round. They've called all the other ones like GR15, GR14. This is the 16th one, but instead of calling it GR16, they are calling it Gitcoin Grants Round Alpha. This is because this is the first round being run on the decentralized DAO-run platform instead of the centralized company. If you'd like to learn more about this, check out the blog post I have linked in the description. There's a link for how to donate, and in order to donate, I actually just did this to myself. You need to fill out and get your stamps on your Gitcoin Passport, like connecting your Google account and your Discord and various other things. And once you get above a certain score, then they trust you and believe that you're a human, and your donations will be matched by the funding pool according to the impressive maths of quadratic funding. I just did this. It's on ETH mainnet only, and so I did a $15 donation to two of my favorite kind of solar punk climate solutions projects, and I had to pay $3 in gas fees. So that's not great. In the future, I think they will allow functionality to donate on layer 2s, such as Optimism, Arbitrum, or Polygon. So it's a little unfortunate this one is only on Ethereum mainnet, but hey, it's the alpha. This is the first time. They're new to this. They are looking for any feedback. They want people to stress test this thing. So please go out, try it out, try out the Passport and the Gitcoin Alpha Round. There's tons of great projects, and I hope this video was helpful and educational. Please leave me any comments with any feedback on how I could do better, or if I missed anything in the video. All the descriptions for my sources all the links for my sources are in the description, and I hope you have a good day. Goodbye.